Hi, my name is Brooke Lipman,
And I'm Dr. Deb Whitman,
and this is Wine Together.
a podcast where we drink wine and have a chat.
So sit back, relax, and get that corkscrew ready. Last week, we talked about exercise. This week, we'll be talking about chores.
I'm sure that's one of your favorite topics, so let's prost to that, Brooke. Your
Cheers.
pretty red wine from Spain.
Yeah, I think I sounded too excited when I said chores.
Oh, well, maybe you are excited about that because I was not very good at making you do chores when you were younger. I
Mm,
wasn't very consistent.
mm. That's okay. I mean, I've had to live with a bunch of people who didn't want to do chores, so I had to do everything, so that was fun.
I knew I knew as a mother it was important and still failed in that regard.
I don't think so.
I did not have a weekly list and I didn't hold you to high standards and things like that. And so I feel like that was I feel like that I messed up there. But yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, of people, I think I of in our family, I'm one of the more clean people. So I mean it gets to a point where like if you don't clean, like you're gonna have to because it's gonna get really gross. And most people don't want to live in filth. I, d-
That's true.
I do know some people where I have to assume that they want to live in filth because they're so just not wanting to do chores. Eh,
I I I want to think that that's not true, but I always think it's because they just weren't taught. And I go to that line with everything. They just weren't taught. They just weren't taught, which is why I wanted to be sure I did teach you guys. But again, I think there was an earlier episode where we were talking about, I would have appreciated, just a little help cleaning after cooking.
mhm,
And you said, but your standards, you have a specific way of doing things. And I thought that that's what I was supposed to do was teach you that.
mhm,
And I think that I should have just said, this is the way most people do it, instead of saying, this is what I expect, and
mhm,
blah, blah, blah. I mean, I even made Google Docs for
mhm.
how to clean. I mean, I was serious about wanting things to be a certain way, but I think that I took that too far in that everyone took it as, well, she wants it done a certain way, so she just needs to do it herself. And I think I didn't. Some of that I didn't mind because you're right. I want it done a certain way and I want to live a certain way. And so if it means I have to do it myself, then I just will. But I also feel like maybe I didn't help you transition into adulthood in that regard.
I don't know. I mean, I know how to clean and cook, so I think I'm pretty good there.
But what about everyone? What about all the siblings? Do you think
Uh,
everyone is close enough that they would survive?
I don't know. I really don't know. Uh, I mean, I haven't like lived near any of them enough to know that. So,
Fair. That's fair enough. I know that, as a young person, Ben was really good about cleaning
mhm,
and keeping things up.
mhm. Yeah.
Not so much now, but I think part of that is Ben has so much stuff and is not willing to get rid of stuff and likes stuff. Unfortunately, Ren in that regard is like me. I really like stuff.
Mhm,
But yeah, I mean, I always thought, well, at least if I didn't teach physically, didn't like get you on hands and knees to teach you certain things, at least the Google Doc would help. I
Hmm.
don't think anybody accesses that Google Doc.
I opened it once and it was too confusing because I don't think all the pages loaded.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of them are at the bottom. You have to open separate pages for different things.
Yeah, that's not my point. I mean, it didn't seem like everything was on it.
Hmm. Guess I need to check it.
It's okay because I kept a really clean condo last year. It was really, really clean. Like it was really good.
Okay.
For one day of the week, it was clean.
What about the apartment in Switzerland now?
Um, I mean, I stay in my room mostly. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not that clean. I need to clean my bathroom. That's tough. It's hard to get myself moving to clean my bathroom.
That needs to be done at least once a week.
I know, because I've got a lot of hair in there.
That's really hard to clean when you let it go.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest thing is I never wanted to let things go too long because I'd much rather do a quick cleaning,
Hmm.
uh, once or twice a week on every single part than have to spend an hour dusting. That's to me, it's just like, mm-mm.
Well, here's the thing is I get so used to using the same products that I can't physically use other products and I get so confused because I don't know what products are what here because I know everything from the US because I've been using them my whole life, right? But I have no clue what the products are here that I get so confused and it makes me not want to clean the bathroom because I don't know what I'm supposed to use for what.
Okay, well, you know the one for the toilet bowl because it's got that funny neck.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's the one.
The
But
same.
yeah, I agree. The other stuff um would be hard to know. But like, do you know the word for mirror? Because I think it's either mirror or window. So I don't know if it's Fenster or
It's
Spiegel,
it's fen
Reinigung.
I'm pretty sure it's Fenster, but I mean, it's still like it doesn't matter if it's written in German. It's still confusing.
Yeah. Well, we'll go through it one more time when I'm there because yeah, yeah, it is. I can see that. I mean, that's fair.
I'm just used to having my scrubby bubbles. And I know
Sorry, no scrubbing bubbles there.
it's not called scrubby bubbles. I don't care. It is scrubby bubbles. That's it.
Right. And I love the scrubby bubbles.
It's like
Dow bathroom cleaner. I love the scrubby bubbles.
it's like zippy bags. I learned
Yeah.
last year that I am the only person that calls them zippy bags because no one in my condo knew what the heck I was talking about. I was like, it's literally it says, yeah, okay, so it says Ziploc, but how could you not get Ziploc from Zippy?
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me, but that's what I say. So,
No, no, it's okay. I'm a little crazy with my
yeah.
words.
Okay. Are you running out of paper towels? Have y'all had to replace paper towels and toilet paper there?
Toilet paper, yes.
You've had to buy more. Okay.
No.
No, I had enough there.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe once.
Okay.
Had to get toilet paper a couple times, but only because I couldn't get bigger things because I have to bring it home. So,
Right. So that's one reason, yeah, to place orders. I
yeah.
mean, there's always one reason at least once a month that I say, oh, well,
I mean,
once a month or every 6 weeks, I have to get certain things
yeah.
because I don't want to carry them back. They're
Yeah.
too
Well, here's
heavy.
the thing. It would have been easier, like, if they run out, like, closer to the weekend and then dad could get it on his bike, but it was just easier for me to go during the week, but then I have to carry it back. So,
Yeah, I understand. But that's okay. So if you had a chore that, like, growing up, I had assigned you, because I don't know if you remember what your chore was.
cleaning the bathroom.
No, no. Do you remember what your chore was when you were little? Cleaning the baseboards.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I thought you said bathroom. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I did. I said the bathroom because that was my chore, and then I also cleaned, it said baseboards.
Yeah, you cleaned the baseboards, and I will say you were really good at that, and you didn't mind it. And that's one thing. It was vital that I had you do that. So I will say when you did that, I was so very proud, and I was always so happy because, a lot of dust and dirt kind of collects there.
I got that
And
one
so
time at the baseboards at Grandma and Grandpa's. It was so bad. I need a cough drop.
I it does collect a lot there. Yeah. I mean, but that was something I remember as a kid. I don't know if I was required to do that or if I just chose to do it because one of my jobs was always to dust the living room on Saturdays. And I was really good at it. I made sure to, because we had one of those old televisions that were in like a box and it had this wood like thing that had these weird designs on it. And so dust and dirt could really get in those little crevices. And boy, I made sure I got the crevices clean, even if it meant take a toothbrush to it. I was kind of crazy about cleaning on Saturdays
Well, we have
because
that.
that's when we did.
Yeah, you know your little thing by the sink of the brushes? You have a toothbrush in there.
I'm not surprised because toothbrushes they get into the little spots. I still use. I have an extra toothbrush here now that I'm using because I went ahead and I thought, oh, I'm gonna trade up my toothbrush, and I thought, oh, good, that gives me a cleaning toothbrush. But yes, absolutely, it's it works. So but just you got to be careful that you make it so obvious that it's a cleaning toothbrush, which I hope that I do. I keep it kind of with
I
cleaning stuff.
I would hope that someone's not just picking up a random toothbrush and using it,
You
because
just
I
never
know that
know.
brush is my toothbrush. I'm not gonna see a random and be like, huh, I'll use this toothbrush today. That's nasty. Who does that?
I
Oh,
don't know if it,
I don't know if you know. Have you seen season 8 of The Office?
how does it start? Who's in it?
Uh, Ed Helms, Ellie Kemper. Do you know who Ellie Kemper is?
What was her character's name?
Erin.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So in season 8, when she goes to Florida. Okay, and when Andy brings her back, so she says at some point, so Andy says, "Don't we need to get your stuff?" And she says, "Oh, I don't have anything." And he goes, "What about like your toothbrush?" And she goes, "Oh, there's always one around," or something like that. And he was
And she
like,
was living with that old woman.
"Yeah, that's gross."
That old woman could have been like me and used toothbrushes for cleaning toilets.
That's so gross.
It really is gross. Oh, that is so funny. But who knows? Maybe they took that line because they had an experience with someone like that.
I mean, it's a funny line. It's a really funny line.
Because it's so true.
It's because because she was so sincere about it too. Because she's like, "Oh, there's always one around." Like, have you ever heard of buying a toothbrush? And then in season, actually, was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, before that, in one episode, when Pam is trying to prove that Jim is into Kathy, and they're buying Cece's toothbrush. I think it's really funny. I mean, I don't know if it was meant as a callback to like the tiniest little scene that doesn't even matter, but I think that's really funny.
That's funny. I wonder, I do wonder, because I know I had weekly chores I had to do. And like I said, it was always the same thing. And I didn't mind that because I prefer always having the same thing. But I can remember my brother always wanting to trade with me. But I was like, you're not as good at this as I am. So why would I trade with you?
Because it's
I said,
easy.
I'll do yours and mine, but you're not taking my chore. I mean, I really was that dumb. And, but because he had to clean one bathroom.
There was only one bathroom.
No, we had a one and a half. We had a small one, but it was connected to my parents' bedroom, so we didn't clean that one. My mother cleaned that one, and
They
so it was like a half bath. It didn't have a shower or anything, but there was only one that had a shower and bathtub.
Did you guys live in a different house then?
Yes, yeah,
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know. I was assuming.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we did. Yeah, and it was so funny because Angie and I actually were just talking about this.
Mm.
So Angie has her week coming up where she is going to be in the mountains for 2 weeks, or 2 weeks coming up. I shouldn't say a week. But so anyway, they're going to Chitola. I don't know if you remember that place. Okay, so they're going to Chitola, and they usually are there at Thanksgiving. And this year they're going to be Thanksgiving and then the week after. So Angie brought up the other day, she said, she said, I've got to start packing. She said, because we're leaving in 2 weeks. I said, oh my gosh, yeah, you got to get going on that. And then we both started laughing like you're about to start laughing. And she said, I think I know why we do this. I said, you do? I said, because everybody thinks I'm crazy. But if I'm getting below the 10-day mark, I'm insane, like insane that I've not packed. I said, Nick, I mean, my kids just think it's hilarious that I cannot pack last minute. I just can't do it. She said, I know why we're like this. She said, I don't know if you remember, but mom used to stay up all night long doing laundry and never sleeping the night before we left anywhere because she stayed up all night long doing laundry and then packing. And she never slept. And Angie swore that she was never going to be that way. I said, oh, I wonder if that's why I do it. I said, but let me tell you, I cannot stand it. And I'm looking at the 4 week mark. This Friday, it's going to be 4 weeks
Because I always pack.
before I need to be like seriously ready to come back to Switzerland.
Well, here's the thing is I have never like I always pack like the night before or 2 days before, but I also have never had to like do a bunch of laundry before going anywhere. Cuz if I know I want to bring something, I'm not going to wear it until I'm going. Cuz then I don't have to do laundry.
Yeah. And so, see, maybe I have taught you something. I don't know. I really don't know, but I know that when I see your dad wait until the night before to pack, I just have to walk away
I've gotten so
because
good.
I'm just like, I cannot stand this. I
Well,
mean, I have a list written out. My list is written out a month ahead of time.
well,
Like, I'll write my list this weekend. I know I'll write my list this weekend.
it it's just it doesn't matter because every time I pack, either like someone always ends up repacking it 3 times. Sometimes I repack it 3 times, but usually it's dad. Because he's like, you're doing it wrong.
Well, yeah. Now,
More
honestly, as a Marine, he's a good packer. I will say
yeah.
that. He is. I don't know how he's going to get all my pullovers that I bought in our bags, but
You should get like one of those airlock bags, like this air vac, whatever, vacuum seal bags, and put them in that and it'll like roll up really tight.
how heavy will it be?
I don't think it'll be that heavy. I think it gets like this.
Okay.
I've seen people do I've heard about people doing this. Actually, it's funny. I'm pretty sure I heard it on Instagram who like people on Instagram got it from people on TikTok or whatever or YouTube or something. I don't know. But
Can I get that at like CVS, Walmart?
which I need you to go to CVS or Walgreens anyway, and I'm gonna send you a picture of something not necessarily for the stuff. I just want to see if there's this lipstick I want, but I want to see if it's cheaper in the US because it's really expensive here.
Okay, definitely do that today because I actually, after our podcast, that's the reason I'm only taking a few sips of wine. I have to go because I'm completely out of my cream for my face. I just want my face looks so awful today. I feel terrible being on here, but I don't
I
have my cream.
am so used to this expensive one. I don't know how I would if you brought me back the cheap one. I don't know how I would go back to it. I've gotten so bougie.
I'm sorry. Well, anyway.
Honey Frank, uh, whatever BB cream.
Yeah. Well, when dad starts making you buy your own, you'll go back to it. Which
Well,
one is it that you're using?
I'm using the L'Oreal one, but I can't find anything cheaper here, so it's
Right. Where'd you find it? Coke?
yeah.
Okay, because have you been to Loeb? Because they have some BB creams there, but I don't know if they're more expensive.
It's
Because
probably
it's like 25 francs, right? That you're buying?
it's probably the same one. No, they don't have the one that I get from Maybelline in Europe. It's only in the US.
Right. Right. There is a makeup store in downtown Zolotern.
I've checked there.
You did? Okay. I like mode or mod or something. Yeah. So, okay. Well, I mean, if I get back and I need you to do more chores, what are you willing to do?
I mean, I already put the dishes away every morning, and
Which was your dad's chore. Now you've given him that break.
he does the dishes, so I don't do the dishes.
But what's he gonna do when I get there? Because you know I'll do the dishes.
No, just make him do the dishes. He can do the dishes.
I'll just go to bed before he finishes Elden. Which
It's
I still, even then, I was doing the dishes before. I would come in here, I'd be tired, I'd go do the dishes, and he'd still be playing Elden Ring, and I'd go lay down, either play my word game or read.
I had the place to myself. The dishes were done by 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, but I'm
I know
not.
he does put everything off to the last minute, but it's just his personality. I mean, and it's so opposite mine that it. I think I think it probably took me close to these 30 years to get used to it. And I still don't think I'm completely used to it. I think when I'm faced with it, it it still comes out. Like I forget to just let the words just simmer and but because it's really, I mean, it's just our personalities. It's really nothing.
I know. I tend to do everything because I always know it's gonna get done. Like I'm gonna get it done. I know how much time something's gonna take, so I tend to do it at the last minute. But I know it's gonna get done, and I know I'm gonna finish it, so it's fine.
I think it just that just it that just drives it because I'd much rather have like I'm pretty upset that I didn't get my work done that I wanted to get done yesterday. Um, but I thought it was going to take less time, and then I realized as I started doing it yesterday, I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot I had to do this for every single student for every single class, not just for the day." And they have 6 different classes, so it just was kind of. I was like, "Oh God, this is going to take longer than I thought," but it's okay. I got it done, and then today all I have to do is write the progress reports because the report cards are done, and then of course Uh, yeah. So once I mean, but like I said, the report cards are signed. I've got my signature on all of them. I've saved a certified copy so nobody can change it. But so that's done. I just I wanted to have today to read and write,
Well,
but it's okay. I'm gonna take a day, not this week, but
yeah. Well, you might could take whenever you decide if you're gonna fly up to DC or not before Thanksgiving or whatever when we figure out recording for that.
yeah, I'm definitely staying here this weekend at the farm. Because I've traveled the past 2 or 3 weekends and I'm exhausted and I put a lot of miles on the car. So, and also, don't tell Dad, there's a t-shirt at a restaurant in Lumberton and it says, "You had me at Hush Puppies and Honey Butter." And I know he'll love it. So, and they didn't have any last time I was there a few weeks ago. So I said, well, I'll come back in November. So I really hope they have them this weekend because I think he'll love it. I think it's the kind of shirt, even though he'll wear it as an undershirt, you want one too?
Not
Oh,
necessarily. If he doesn't want it, I'll wear it.
I mean, it's because let me tell you something. That's exactly why he married me because he liked my cooking. It was food. It was food that had him. And hush puppies and honey butter. I think
Good.
that.
I have to say the one thing I do miss is Southern food. You can't get it here. Like even the pulled pork sandwiches, like yeah, okay, some of them are pretty good, but it's not the same.
Mm-mm,
It's
mm-mm.
not, it's really not the same.
I have eaten so much fried chicken the past 3 months because I know I'm not gonna get it again. And I've taken advantage of being close to hush puppies.
I know the tough thing was like in Massachusetts, I couldn't get Southern food there either. So like
Yeah.
there's no barbecue there.
And the barbecue, you have to have the hush puppies, I think. And then I'll want some fried chicken with it. So
If I had gone to school in Elon, it would have been so bad. It would have
I
been
feel like I've gained so much weight. But, I'll be back there and I won't be eating like this again. But it's just, I will say, yeah, it's kind of funny. And another thing I want to do is I want to clean this weekend. So because I haven't, like when I take off for the weekend, like one Saturday I did stay here because a couple of weeks ago I didn't leave till Saturday. We did a recording.
Mhm.
And so I did get my cleaning done then. But like last weekend, I thought I was going to get my cleaning done that Thursday night and I didn't. I was tired. And we were, I was trying to get, things finished up for the 6 weeks and get my report card stuff ready to start, doing the grades and things. So I was really tired at the end of the week last week.
Yeah.
But this week will be different. I'll get my chores done. I promise. Yeah. Because I mean this little is small enough that I can do it. But I want it, of course, you know me. I want every single thing dusted, every single thing, every little corner. So and but it's okay. I do. I like it. I like having a small space. But I also miss, the bigger space too. I miss having space to just put my feet up on the couch in my warm fuzzy socks with a blanket and reading, you know. But I'll have that soon enough.
Well, one thing we'll have to do soon is get the Christmas decorations up.
Yes. Now talk about a chore. That is
No,
that
because
is.
3 Christmas trees that we gotta put up.
Well, unfortunately, uh yeah, the big one, the lights aren't on it. Like we didn't get
Yeah, we
a
gotta put.
pre-lit tree.
But I have to figure out
Because
where.
trees are so expensive there. I mean, a pre-lit tree there is 500 frames. So, but I mean, we might get lucky at autos again. I
Well,
know
we.
there was one for less than 100 francs that was pre-lit like yours, but that the first year we got it, the branch broke on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Um, but I mean, if we have the trees, we don't need to get new ones. So yeah. But I have to figure out where in my room I'm gonna put my tree. I don't have. I have like one spot I can put it.
Well, you don't open the door much, and so you
I
like it the lights in front of the window.
Right now I can't because there are spider webs from one side to the other and all the way down. And Dad,
Inside, inside. Oh, yeah.
I
So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to worry about where to put the tree because you're not going to open that door.
but also Dad said he was gonna deal with it, and he did not.
He will again in his own time. He just, in his time.
It's just been getting worse. I can't open the door, and I
Yeah.
don't deal with them. There's like 10 spiders out there.
I'm sorry, I'm not there to do it.
I need to
Yeah,
wash. I need to use the power washer.
yeah. Well, yeah, he could do that. He needs to do that anyway.
Every time I use the broom, they just keep coming back. They hide up
Right.
in
Yeah.
crevices, and they come
Yeah.
back when it's dark. So like they're
Right.
eating the webs because they're just gonna have new ones.
Yeah, they have to be encouraged to move away.
Yeah.
So
They're
if
it's
you might get find some spray, Brooke, at Migros,
I don't wanna
if you remember to look.
I
You
mean
don't want. I
I don't
know that's kind of cruel.
actually destroy them. That's not very nice.
It's not, but I mean,
A
I don't
little
know what else.
back, that's fine.
I I hope he got all the spiders off of the Palm Pilot before he brought it in.
I did not I watched him bring it in. I did not see if he got the spiders off. I was
That's
being
okay.
watching football.
Yeah, they will eventually find their way away from the plant. So,
Yes, and
you
not
know. Plus, I'll be there to take care of it in a few weeks.
if they get on the couch, he'll do something about it because that's where
I know.
he's the Elden Ring.
I know. That's so fun. But it's. Yeah, he's got to play his Elden Ring.
And I keep having to, though there is a wasp that I keep that keeps coming inside, and I keep having to get it like with a jar and like bringing it outside. I finally went to the end of the balcony to take it outside, but as I was taking it outside, I saw like 3 other wasps around the door, so I think there's a wasp nest around there somewhere.
Yeah, likely so. Like, are the awnings out or in?
They're in.
Okay, so they probably are up in the edge of it. There's probably a wasp nest, and I don't know if you feel like pushing it out to see on Saturday. I don't
No,
know, but if not, we'll do it when I get there.
yeah, I would like to not do that because I do not want to get bitten or stung by a wasp.
I understand. I understand. I get that.
Yes.
But
But there,
there's always something to do, right? I mean, there's like it's like, and when you have a when you're living, there's always work to be done. I think that we said that last week. I mean, there's just always something to do. I feel like there's constant cleaning. But so I assume the cookie dough is already in the store at Copa Migro.
yes, I took a picture of one a while ago and I forgot to send it to
Yeah.
you.
Oh no, you sent one and you said this is a little too soon or something like that.
Did I send you
That was
the?
quite a while back.
I don't think it was
You
that.
said it's exciting or something about it's exciting, but it's too soon or something like that.
Wasn't
Maybe
cook-
that was last year. I don't know.
It wasn't the cookie dough. That
Oh,
was
okay.
something else. I remember what you're talking about. But I don't think I sent the picture of the cookie dough to you. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to get there and bake cookies. I mean, you know where the cookie cutters are, right? The forms,
Yeah.
the foreman. Okay, the shapes. But so they're right there. You can roll some cookie dough out and do that. Oh, what about Migros? Have you found the gingerbread house yet? You
Yeah,
might have to get it and hide it.
it's there.
It does not stay long. You need to get it and put it away. Just don't open it. Will you go ahead and get it this week?
I guess I can get it this week.
Thank you. Even if oh shoot, I can't give you my well shoot.
That's okay.
Sorry, say if you could put my credit card in your Apple wallet, but I guess you can't without the physical card, right? Don't you have to take a photo of the card for Apple Wallet?
You can put it in manually.
Do you want to do that?
No,
Okay. All right.
I'm
I
tired.
think I do also when I go to change decor, I tend to kind of stay heavy on the chores and get, I want everything done perfect. And so,
I know.
you
I
know,
Things stay clean and they tend to not. And like
oh no, things will not stay clean.
kitchen keeps getting cluttered. And like it was really nice for the 2 days. Actually, it was like a whole week where I had
You,
a
you had it set up nice. What
it
happened?
things keep getting put on the counter and it's not, I mean, okay, I'll put the mail there sometimes, but like also the sink keeps getting cluttered because there's not enough room to put all the dishes. Sometimes you have to dry the dishes manually and
Yes.
put them away right away because there's not enough room to like leave everything out on, and I get the plastic dishes. But then also because like there's no room to pull the coffee pot out if you leave things in front of the coffee pot. And I'm like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and getting like I'm in the shower and then like I go and make my breakfast at like 5:30 in the morning or 5:45 in the morning, and it's kind of annoying when it's cluttered.
I unfortunately I understand that person and I feel the same way. But
I don't want to be
I've
mean.
I've often had to just, dry the dishes and just put them away myself. But
I do that like I put them away and like dry, but it's just yeah, cuz
it is
Sunday
tough.
he does it Saturday morning cuz he'll be up before me and he makes breakfast on Saturday. So then on Sunday morning, when things have been sitting out for 3 days because he hasn't put them up, because if things are sitting out to dry, he won't put them away when they're
I
dry.
know. I know.
It just drives me a little crazy. I don't want to be mean.
I know because he does so much more for us. I mean, honestly, what he does for us is not worth the little bit of stuff that he drives us crazy with coming out. Yeah, it's not.
I do need to.
Yeah, I think that one we all have things we're really good at, and that's just. I mean, he just doesn't like chores.
Yeah,
He really doesn't like somebody telling him what to do. I think, and it's so funny that he was in the Marine Corps because I guarantee you, for 40 years of his life, somebody told him what to do every minute of every day. And
that's
I
why.
just think it's bizarre.
That's why he doesn't like people telling him.
Maybe.
But
It's funny.
I, uh, I mean, I don't think anyone like really likes chores.
That's not true.
I don't like
If
chores.
I have the time, I really do like it because I feel some satisfaction now with getting it done. Apologies, I'm sorry. I like I like feeling that I have the knowledge and the ability to do it.
Mhm.
And so to me, I I get a lot of satisfaction out of, and it may be a simple thing, but I like doing it when I have the time.
Mhm.
And but it's hard to balance the time. I think that's the hardest thing that has always been for me was balancing the time. You know, I, I, I have a lot of regrets when I was working on my doctorate, not cleaning, but I
Mhm.
couldn't. I mean, I just really, I was working and y'all were still in school. I was trying to get this work done. And there were times that just the thought, just the things I had to think about. I mean, there were, obviously there were classes I had to take
Mhm.
before working on my research. And so, they were hard classes.
Mhm.
And yeah, I didn't get the chores, and I have a lot of, I feel bad about that because it was before we moved, and so when we went to move, things were horrible. I mean, as far as messy,
Mhm.
dirty, just I hated that people thought we lived in that kind of filth. The movers must have thought, God, these people are gross.
I doubt it. I'm sure they've worse.
But I mean, I had papers piled up to, my eyeballs and books, and it just, yeah. Hey, but by April, I actually can start getting rid of some of my research in April. 3 years. So, yeah. Okay. But so
I zoned out a little bit. I'm sorry.
it's okay. You're probably tired.
I did with my light.
Is dad here? Dad there?
Oh, he's
Okay.
not.
When are y'all going for burgers? Friday. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Especially after I spent all morning Friday editing yesterday's that we that we did recorded,
Okay.
and then I always tell myself I'm gonna get ahead on recording, and then I always put it off until the Friday before
So
or edit.
hard. Yeah. You'll figure that out. Again, it's a chore, right? I mean, it's. I know these things that we
It's because
have to do. I mean, it's work.
I have to remember to do everything for the Instagram also. So like, and I'm way behind on the TikTok. I think there's like 8 clips up or something like that, and I
It's okay.
not been
We're
able to
we'll
take
get back to when I'm there to help. Seriously, I will be a helper. I will
one
be a helper.
like cutting one episode into clips took me 4 hours.
Oh my, yeah.
I have to listen
Okay.
to it over 4 times,
Yeah.
and anyway, but any the it's last week I forgot to post the Thursday wine, like the what wine we drink. I post it every Thursday. I forgot to post it, so I posted it Friday, and I forgot we had a Football Friday episode going up. So 10 minutes after I put up the freaking wines, I put up the Football Friday thing, and
It's okay. I promise I'm gonna be a better helper when I'm there.
I'm gonna
You,
have to.
I mean, I'll need some guidance, obviously, but I think you can. You're up for that challenge.
Yeah, it's so much work because
Okay.
like 4 months, 5 months, 4 months ago, I asked Ren to do something for it, and it has not been done. And I stopped, like, I didn't even bug about it because I was like, there's no point. Because then Hurricane Helene, and I was like, I'm not gonna bug. And then now it's just, there's no
It's
point.
okay. We'll figure it out together. I promise. I may have to get the cards pieces and print them there because I don't have printing abilities here for like the business cards, but that's okay.
We can figure it out. But have you seen my cool freaking Instagram posts when I
I've
post
seen some.
videos? My awesome editing skills with my free uh version of Canva that I do. It looks so cool, right? It only goes back a couple, like 2 or 3 weeks because, or maybe a little more than that, because I haven't, like, I just, I mean, I knew how to use Canva before, but
Yeah.
it, like, I'm using a free trial of Canva, but honestly, I'm not paying for anything right now. I don't have that kind of money.
What about like you do your laundry every Sunday? Now
Yeah.
that's one chore I cannot because of my childhood. I have childhood trauma about not having laundry done before I was taught to do my own laundry.
Have to do
Um,
it on the same day because I like to
I
have,
do my laundry every day.
I can't do it every day. I have specific things, like I'll wear the same thing every day if I do my laundry every day. And so like I have specific like clothing items that like it's like I have 5 pairs of jeans. That's it. And I actually just had to donate 1 pair of jeans because I didn't like them that much, and I got a new pair, and they're really comfy. I'm wearing my new pair right now. They're really nice. Um, and so I have to do my laundry every week because I wear jeans every day because of class, and I can't. I mean, I could get away with wearing leggings every day, but I won't do that. Um, I've already set a standard. I dress kind of nice every day,
Good for
but
you.
uh, but but yeah, there's certain things where it's like I can't like I can't not do my laundry every week. And it has to be on Sunday because that's the end of the week, and I'm not probably not gonna go anywhere. And so that's kind of like the restarting point. And it gets a little, it just gets, I get all confused if I do laundry on a different
You're
day.
technically not supposed to do laundry on Sunday there though.
Here.
I when I'm there and I'm doing mine and your dad's laundry, I will do it every day. I'll wash our towels once a week. I'll wash our sheets once every 2 weeks. And but I'm very good about keeping laundry caught up. But here, because I don't have access to a machine, I have to take it either to someone's house on the weekend or to the laundromat.
Yeah.
And so I'm only getting it done once a week,
Hmm.
which is kind of okay. Like, cause today,
Hmm.
I just wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday because I'm working from home these 2 days. So why would I? So
Yeah.
that kind of, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And I,
I
I think that it's hard to, yeah, it is, but I think that I'll get back to the everyday. I know Dad's not been doing his every day like I do, but he has to leave for work, so there's a whole different.
Yeah.
That's different, you know.
And he does his laundry on Saturdays. Like
Okay,
his laundry, he gets it done and stuff. So
yeah, I think he starts at Friday night and finishes
yeah, totally.
Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just annoyed with the dryer right now. I still have to run everything twice. And Dad is like, just let it hang. Some of my stuff, I can't physically stand it if it's dry, like hung to dry. Like my jeans, I can't do it, and
mm-mm.
my sweaters, I can't touch it if it's dried, like hung up to dry.
Now my sweaters I will not put in the dryer, but my jeans I have to put in the dryer. I couldn't. I don't think I'd like that.
Sweaters in the dryer, but I can't physically stand it because it's not like it's humid out. If it were drying and it was like humid, it would be fine, but because it's so dry inside, like I it gets the I can't.
Can I ask you a question about the dryer? Do you have the door open to the laundry room when you're
Yeah,
running the dryer? Okay. Hmm.
it just doesn't get things
So
dry.
something's not, there might be a kink in that tube or something behind it.
Because it didn't used to be like that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Since we've moved it, remember we moved it before to work on it? I think maybe there could be a kink in that hose causing a problem. Because, yeah, I agree. It did not used to be like that.
Try and fix it this weekend.
So we might need to see it. Hmm. Like, I mean, like it's getting progressively worse.
No, I think it's gotten a little bit better, but like, I don't know. But sometimes it's also hard to tell because when it's hot, you can't always tell if it's still wet because sometimes it
Right.
feels like it's wet because it's
Yeah.
hot,
Yeah.
which sounds really weird and stupid.
No, I get it.
I have noticed that when I like put them out, like take it out after they cool down, it's wet. and it annoys me because then it dries and I
Yeah,
can't touch it.
well, no, you should just immediately take it back to the dryer.
But then by then it's been like a long, long time, and so it's and I already have other stuff in the dryer.
Yeah,
And then I can't
really.
add stuff to that stuff because then it's that stuff won't get dry. So, eh. If the dryer
So
didn't take so long to run, it wouldn't be a problem.
it does take a long time. It does.
Laundry at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and I'm not done until 6 p.m.
Mm. Well, just consider it your day, your chore day, and be okay with it. You got to find a way to just kind of be with it.
Fine, it's not like I have to constantly check on it.
Yeah,
I don't have
yeah,
to either when it's getting done. So,
exactly. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Well, the thing about
mm,
I do wish I had been better about chores. I do kind of. Well, I'm sorry, my Google Docs don't work for you, things like that. But I mean, it's just something I like it. I like having you know I like having something to do, and I like being able to kind of just I feel good about myself when I've completed something. So I like chores, but I know not everybody does. I think maybe some people just don't like it because of that word. They have like a negative association with it.
I think it's just because it's work.
It is work, but I love that kind of work. I mean, I do love that work. Now, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want it for my business. I wouldn't want to own a business where I had to go clean someone's house. I would not. But as far as my own stuff, I love that I have a task that I have assigned for each day.
Mm,
I do. It makes me feel like I'm doing my part, I guess, kind of thing.
mhm.
So, so yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I wish there was a way I could make everybody feel that way about it, but I can't. I think it's very personal.
Mm,
I think maybe some people do have, I don't know, different experiences than what I have with it. But,
yeah.
maybe I didn't praise you enough. I did do things right, but it's okay. But at least you know how to do stuff.
Yeah.
And, there's some instruction on the Google Docs if you can just get them to load.
Mm. I don't know if I can anymore because I have Mac.
Yeah, and maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed the conversation.
We'll be back next week with a new bottle of wine and a new topic. In the meantime, if you want to join the conversation, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Wine Together Pod.